looks good in it. He goes, Canada, our home and native land. True patriot love in all of us command. Coton brassec porter la paix, il sait porter la gloire. Ton histoire est une épopée des plus brillants exploits. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Long ago was born a people, a new nation rose up strong. Years of trials and tribulations place us here where we belong. With the past as motivation, all our dreams can be fulfilled. If we're true to our traditions, what a future we will build. We are proud to be Métis, watch our nation rise again. Never more forgotten people, we're the true Canadian. Long ago was born a people, a new nation rose up strong. Years of trials and tribulations placed us here where we belong. With the past as motivation, all our dreams can be fulfilled. If we're true to our traditions, what a future we will build. We are proud to be Métis, watch our nation rise again. Never more forgotten people, we're the true Canadian. We are proud to be Métis, watch our nation rise again. Never more forgotten people, we're the true Canadian.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Chelsea Wilness. I'm a professor of organizational behavior and the university's chief governance officer. Welcome to Spring 2021 graduation celebration. I would like to acknowledge that although we are celebrating virtually this year, I'm speaking to you from the University of Saskatchewan's main campus, which is situated in the traditional territory of Treaty 6 and the homeland of the Métis. We pay our respects to the First Nations and Métis ancestors of this place and reaffirm our relationship with one another. I want to extend a warm thank you to our performers who began our celebration, to the drum group Buffalo Boys Productions for performing today's honor song, to Kate Nashalobe, accompanied by Matthew Praxis on piano for O Canada, and Amanda Goller, accompanied by Kiefer Paul on guitar for the Métis anthem. We are so fortunate to have you all take part in our ceremony today. Thank you. In our celebration today, you'll hear from our Elder and Knowledge Keeper, Roland Duquette, and our President and Vice Chancellor of the University, Peter Stoichev, who will each give their address to the graduands. Next, you will hear from our Chancellor, Grit McCreath, and she will explain about convocation and what we would normally expect to see when we are in person for our ceremonies. Following the Chancellor, we will present to you one of this year's esteemed honorary degree recipients, who will offer their message to the graduating class of 2021. The Dean's Message and Student Awards will be presented after the honorary degree and will be followed by a special message from your Alumni Association, of which you officially become a lifelong member now that you are graduating. We will close the ceremony with a song from the university's very talented music department. And now I will welcome Elder Roland Duquette, followed by President Peter Stoichev and Chancellor Grit McCreath.
Samin eu cheste paik pegaski omagawi pego taik tagagi skramatuik. Egne nistananek te wichi ta putinigan kwichi suik kamiop machuik. Ekomina kaigawane tamiki go ka ki pik skramagawik. Good day, everyone. Again, I welcome you all, to the Treaty 6 territory, the homeland of the Métis, and also the graduates that are, their special day today. That we welcome you into our setting as what we are as people that connect with the Mother Earth. And then when we start that, we can apply our skills to be grounded for what we learn through time and in the future. So that brings you back to your careers that you're going to be going to, taking hold of your lives, later on your families, your community, and maybe your government, and maybe your country as well, to serve however you believe yourself, to have that skill of communicating, first of all, applying your skills to maintain that harmony that we talk about in our country, in our lives as well, that it comes from a home, from your home, what you did, what you are, that dictated you to be that person that has that special skill that you've earned for yourself through dedication, through sacrifice, your families, sacrificing your loved ones, your community as well. Maybe we don't know, but you are the driving force for your own family, for your own community, and for your country as well. When you contribute to the economy, and I thank you all for listening.
Hello, I'm Peter Stoichev. It's my great privilege to be the president of the University of Saskatchewan and to be speaking to you today from this historic Convocation Hall. I'd like to congratulate you on your remarkable accomplishment in completing your degrees, diplomas, and certificates. While our convocation format has changed, it does not in any way diminish your tremendous achievement. I regret I cannot be with you in person to shake your hand and congratulate you as you walk across the stage to the applause of your families and friends and supporters. Please take a moment to thank them for everything they have done to get you to this point. None of us achieves anything this big without the help of others. You're graduating at a time when everything has changed and will not be quite the same again. The pandemic has taught the world much about empathy and understanding, and about the importance of science-based decision-making. It has exposed many inequities in our world and the vulnerability of marginalized peoples. It has highlighted the need for governments, public health experts, and citizens to work together. And it has demonstrated the importance of a university such as ours in the fight against one of the most pressing challenges of our lifetimes. No other year in our university's history has asked so much of us individually and collectively. As Saskatchewan's research-intensive medical doctoral university, we have been a strategic and critical partner in the province's response and recovery efforts, supporting the health system, finding solutions, and working to help Saskatchewan emerge stronger from the pandemic. Many of you have contributed to those efforts, and I thank you for your perseverance and resilience and hard work during this past extraordinary year. If I were with you to congratulate you on the stage today, I'd be saying that you made it, and now we all need you to go out and make the world a better place. It's a great privilege to have a university education, and with that privilege comes great responsibility. The world needs you now, educated and qualified, to make it a better place. More than ever before, all of us need people with degrees like yours from a university like yours to help build a more sustainable world, a more equitable world, a healthier world, a more compassionate world, a world with the courage to embrace diversity and togetherness simultaneously. I know you will do it. With this privilege of a University of Saskatchewan degree comes responsibility. Take hold of it, make it yours, make the world a better place for you, for us, for everyone. Take the journey, take the risks, make a difference to a world that needs you now. None of you know exactly where you are headed next, and that's okay. This spring convocation includes honorary degrees being conferred to writer, activist, and elder Maria Campbell, author and naturalist Trevor Harriott, groundbreaking plant breeder Brian Harvey, diabetes researcher and innovator That No, and influential legal scholar and advisor Ed Ratushny. None of them knew what they would contribute and accomplish. They took the journey, not knowing its outcome, and broke down barriers for all of us who followed. You can do the same. Each of you graduating today has got it in you. Thank you in advance on behalf of everyone at the University of Saskatchewan for taking up this tremendous and timely challenge of making the world a better place. And I congratulate you on this convocation milestone in your lives.
Welcome, everyone. It is my honor and pleasure to celebrate this important milestone with you, which, with a USask degree, will be the first of many milestones in your life. I am Grit McCreath, Chancellor of the University of Saskatchewan, and a proud graduate, just as you are now too. While many of us have not been on campus for quite some time, most will recognize the space I am in today. Behind me is Convocation Hall. This place has immense history for USask, and as the name implies, in the early days of the university, this is where USask celebrated its convocation ceremonies. Though the number of students graduating outgrew Convocation Hall, this room remains the cornerstone of graduations in our university's history. Merlis Belcher Place joins that history as the new venue for convocation ceremonies, and we all look forward to having in-person celebrations once again, marking with great fanfare the transition from USask student to USask graduate. As USask graduates, you now join more than 160,000 alumni worldwide, building the communities they call home and building our university's reputation through their outstanding influence and global reach. My role as Chancellor is to confer your degrees, diplomas, and certificates officially on behalf of the university, something I have only had the pleasure of doing once face-to-face since stepping into this role in 2019. Convocation not only gives us the time to celebrate your accomplishments, but it also is a time when we acknowledge our honorary degree recipients and our most distinguished teachers and researchers. It is indeed a significant time for the university community. When I started in my official duties, one of the things I looked forward to the most was the opportunity to meet all of you and shake your hands at convocation. Circumstance has made that impossible. However, I am grateful that I am still able to take part via video. Before I turn you over to the honorary degree presentation and the rest of our program, I would like to leave you with some thoughts. Your time at USask has prepared you for a lifetime of success, backed by a rich and rigorous education that will add value throughout your professional and personal lives. Today is a culmination of everything you have learned and achieved while at the University of Saskatchewan. And you are just getting started. I cannot wait to hear about the things you accomplish as a USask graduate. Finally, you will note that over the course of the past few minutes, I have not recited any of the following words: COVID-19, unprecedented, grim milestone, or pandemic. Earlier this week, I was on a Zoom call with a number of graduating students who made me promise that I would not use any of those words in my address today. They told me that we have heard these words far too often this past 15 months. Here is hoping they are words we will not be saying with much regularity in the year ahead. I will simply say that in the last year, your campus activities, friendships, studies, and all the social aspects of university life have been compromised. Fate had a different plan for you, and I recognize that it took courage, tenacity, resilience, and fortitude to succeed in your academic pursuits, and for this, I commend you. As Dr. Seuss would say, yay, you. Congratulations to all of you. We are so proud of what you have accomplished. And this is just the beginning. Today is your day. And remember, anything is possible.
Thank you, Elder Duquette, President Stoichev, and Chancellor McCreath. Next, we will turn to our honorary degree presentation, followed by our awards.
Anin nidinamaganatuk. Mizawek megokpepa motang dizanakaz. Greetings, all my relations. I'm Jackie Ottman, and I'm Vice Provost of Indigenous Engagement at the University of Saskatchewan. And I'm pleased to introduce to you a truly remarkable Métis elder, role model, mentor, author, playwright, filmmaker, and community leader. Today, we are so happy to pay tribute to Elder Maria Campbell, a trailblazer in the fields of Indigenous literature and performing arts. Born on a trapline in northern Saskatchewan on April 26, 1940, Miss Campbell grew up in a road allowance community speaking Cree, Michif, and Saulteaux. A dedicated volunteer, activist, and advocate for Indigenous rights and the rights of women and children for more than 40 years, Campbell opened doors for Indigenous writers when she authored her best-selling autobiography, Half-Breed, in 1973. I vividly remember reading this book. The story was gripping, and the events in the book stayed with me for days, if not years. Elder Campbell has since written 8 books, some of which have been translated into German, Chinese, French, Italian, and Spanish, and dozens of stage plays, including Flight, the first professionally produced all-Indigenous theater production in Canadian history. Dr. Campbell taught Indigenous literature, creative writing, and Métis history at the University of Saskatchewan for 15 years, retiring in 2012. But her commitment to creating a better future for Indigenous students has kept her around campus, and she currently serves as the Indigenous Cultural Advisor in the College of Law, where she also teaches a class on Indigenous legal orders. When she is not teaching, Maria is also the artistic director of the Crossing Theatre Company, which streamed her latest children's play, Elder Brother, directed by Yvette Nolan, in October 2020. Dr. Campbell's contributions to community and culture have earned her multiple major awards and accolades, including being made an Officer of the Order of Canada in 2008, receiving the Distinguished Canadian Award in 2006, named to the Saskatchewan Order of Merit in 2005, and selected for a National Aboriginal Achievement Award, now Inspire Award, in 1995. In 2012, she received the Pierre Elliott Trudeau Foundation Fellowship, and in May of this year, she was awarded the Saskatchewan Lieutenant Governor's Lifetime Achievement Award in the Arts. She also has been inducted into the Saskatchewan Theatre Hall of Fame. Maria continues to serve her community as an elder, teacher, mentor, and advocate, bringing forward 7th-generation teachings and inspiring change-making in all her circles of influence. She has also been invaluable to the Vice Provost Indigenous Engagement Office and the Indigenous Law Center and the Indigenous Voices program at the Gwenamaw Center for Teaching and Learning. Dr. Campbell's wisdom is so valued. Today, we are extremely proud and I feel very privileged to bestow the University of Saskatchewan's highest honor as we award Maria Campbell the prestigious Honorary Doctor of Letters. I present to you Dr. Maria Campbell. Inge Kachianenaman.
Hi, Maisi. Thank you to the University of Saskatchewan and Dirk de Boer from the College of Arts and Sciences, and to all the people who supported my nomination for this honorary degree. I want to acknowledge Chancellor McCreath, President Stoichev, Elder Roland Duquette, Dr. Jackie Ottman, members of the graduating class, faculty members, parents, family, friends, and all those gathered in celebration today. No one achieves anything alone, something I'm sure that you, the graduates, especially understand. We owe our families for their loving support and generosity, for always being there for us. We owe our friends, fellow students, and co-workers. We owe our teachers and mentors. We owe our communities. And it's times like this that our hearts are full, and thank you doesn't seem to be enough to express how we feel. Certainly it does not adequately express the way I feel. My heart is full. I owe so many people so much. I owe the late Dr. Laurie Barron, who invited me here for the first time in 1991 to teach a summer class, and also David Carpenter the following summer, who asked me to job share with him in the Department of English. And I've been here since. I also want to tell you about my father, who as a small boy came on the river by canoe, muskrat trapping with his grandfather, my great-grandfather, and they camped at the bottom of the hill. And in the morning, my grandfather brought him up the hill. He was about 8 or 9 years old. And he said his grandfather pointed out, I guess, what was probably the first buildings or the beginning of the university, and told him, they're making a great school. And he said, someday your children are going to be here. So I never forgot that. Just before he passed away, my father was in the hospital across the street, and I pointed out my office to him on the 11th floor of the English department, and he was very emotional. And I think about him today as I get this honorary doctorate. Nananaskawao Xemanto. I thank the Great Mystery for this beautiful day and for lending me this good life. Nanaskumaungawi. I thank the Great Mother, our Earth, for her kindness and her beautiful bounty and her generosity. I thank the first old grandmother, keeper of all knowledge and laws, for her gentle love and for always being here for us. I thank the 4 grandfathers who sit at the 4 doorways, the east, the south, the west, and the north, for their courage and their protection. Saskatchewan, our beloved homeland, is a hard place for my people, Indigenous people. It's a hard place because Indigenous and settler societies have always lived in 2 solitudes. We Indigenous peoples believe in a life as a sacred hoop where grandmother owns half of the circle and grandfather owns the other half. We believe that everything is interconnected, that everything has spirit, and that everything is our relative, and that the earth is our mother. We also believe that we must look 7 generations ahead in terms of the people we represent. I can't speak for my children or my grandchildren. I can only speak for the 7 generations. So I ask you, graduates and faculty, to think about that and about what you believe, what you know, and what you've been taught. There are so many differences. It's hard to find common ground, to find a place to begin. We have never learned to really speak to each other. When we come to university, it is an equally hard place. With very little exception, we see nothing that reflects back who we are. Rather, we see reflected an invented stereotype and a history with settler peoples that is one of anti-Indigenous attitudes and actions which created a rift among us that we are all struggling to reconcile. This university is situated on our lands, but all the land acknowledgements will mean nothing unless the university ensures that the people of this place, the Indigenous faculty, staff, and students, are valued. When genuine local and experiential knowledges are embraced, acknowledgement is not enough. The growing number of Indigenous students from Saskatchewan on this campus and in community programs tell us clearly that Indigenous people of this place want to be here. And today in 2021, our university is in the midst of trying to decolonize and indigenize to make this institution a kinder place. Many programs and initiatives have been introduced recently as a result of efforts from many people, and there's growing evidence of change. We are seeing more relationships among our respective peoples growing in positive ways, and we see more efforts aimed at capacity building. But reconciliation will not happen without systemic and structural change. We cannot be losing Nehiawak, Métis, Anishinaabe, Dene, Lakota, Dakota peoples from this place to other universities. What that tells me and tells our communities is that they are not valued. Our people cannot be silenced when they critique and challenge some of the ways things are done here, ways that do not support local knowledge or enhance Indigenous success. The road ahead is very difficult for all of us. We need lots of courage and strength to make that change. We need many allies within the university, and we need a larger community to help. Being here virtually with all of you graduates today gives me hope for the future of our relations. Ninanaskumun, I give thanks for past leadership and the old people whose hard work and commitment created a place for us in this university. And I also give thanks to the friends and allies who walked with them. And I give thanks for today's leadership and the friends and allies who walk with us now. The great mystery, to give us all of the courage and the strength we need to continue the work, to tell a new story for all of our children and for the generations to come. I had a friend who came here to university, and she graduated with a PhD. It was a dream she had as a little girl in residential school. She lived a hard life, but she was able to come here as a single mom and put herself through. I accept this honorary degree in memory of Dr. Janice Ekus, who worked in the English department and who had a very difficult time there. I also accept it for the many men and women who made and continue to make a place for our people on this campus. All my relations. Hi, mercy. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Beth Bilson, and I'm the Interim Dean of the College of Education. I wish that I could be with you all in person to congratulate you on reaching the moment when your hard work and determination are marked by the award of the degrees and certificates you have so richly earned. I am delighted that I am at least able to send you my virtual good wishes on this occasion. This has continued to be a year with many challenges and many adjustments. For you, for the faculty and staff who have assisted you, and for the family and friends who have supported you. Please know that the College of Education recognizes how momentous an occasion this is, and we are proud of your accomplishments and achievements. Since joining the college's interim dean this past January, I have observed the resiliency and strength present in you as we continue to navigate virtual learning. For our teacher candidates, I have witnessed your commitment to fulfilling your practicums and your ability to adapt and learn from the challenges this school year presented. You are a unique group of graduates who have completed your education degrees and certificates under exceptional circumstances. What you have learned in these unusual times will serve you well throughout your professional career as an educator. To our graduate students, finishing your master's or PhD during normal times can seem quite daunting, let alone during a pandemic. You've achieved an incredible milestone of higher education, and I am impressed by your dedication and commitment to lifelong learning. For these and for so many other reasons, I am honored to acknowledge all of you as the newest alumni of the College of Education at the University of Saskatchewan. This afternoon, we also have the honor of presenting the College of Education Professionalism Award for Excellence in Teaching. This award was created to recognize a teacher candidate who has demonstrated educational excellence, innovation, uniqueness, creativity, and personal commitment to both the classroom and school while a member of the college community. The recipient is chosen from the pool of Bates Award recipients, which is a prestigious award received by meritorious undergraduate students in the College of Education.
The 2021 recipient of the Professionalism Award for Excellence in Teaching is Ms. Chandra Groves. Chandra grew up in Asquith, Saskatchewan, and received her first degree in Business and Communications from the University of Jamestown, North Dakota, where she attended on a volleyball scholarship. In 2017, she made the leap from the business world to join the College of Education and follow her lifelong dream of becoming an educator. She describes her time in the college as one where she knew she had found her people and a career where she truly belonged. However, Chandra's journey to achieving her B.Ed degree was not without its challenges. In 2018, Chandra was the victim in a serious motor vehicle collision, which left her with head-to-toe injuries, including a traumatic brain injury. She spent a year in recovery, navigating incredible health challenges. Chandra recently shared her story of survival and resilience in a first-person essay published with CBC Saskatchewan, and detailed the isolating experience of healing from a traumatic brain injury. She hopes by sharing her story, it will help friends and family of brain injury sufferers understand what their loved ones are going through. In order to complete her courses in the College of Education during this time, she credits the help and support of the amazing team of professors and programs office staff that helped her reroute her B.Ed and also find her the right practicum placement. Chandra completed her practicum this past fall at Bethlehem Catholic High School in Saskatoon, where she had the opportunity to teach English language arts and history. In the nomination letter, her collaborating teacher and administrator outlined many ways in which Chandra demonstrated an extraordinary commitment to creating a safe space for all learners and fostering a community of collaboration and respect. They described her ability to build trust and positive relationships with each of her students in order to make them feel welcome, appreciated, and encouraged to achieve. This was evident in the 100% successful completion rate her students obtained in the classes she led. This year was a challenging one in schools, yet Chandra continuously sought ways to support students. While the school was in Phase 3 of the pandemic education plan, with students alternating in-person and online learning, Chandra took it upon herself to meet with students virtually to fill in any gaps in their learning and to check in on how they were doing. This was not required or suggested of her, but something she volunteered to do after instructional hours. Her initiative became a standard of excellence for teachers to follow and placed Chandra in a unique position for an intern, that of being a role model for experienced teachers. Outside the classroom, Chandra continued to build relationships and foster a positive work environment by joining the SRC and helping develop a bi-weekly student news broadcast called Stars News Live. She also organized and implemented a staff bingo before the December holiday break to encourage fellow teachers to fill their cards with acts of kindness, appreciation, and mental and physical health initiatives. This spring, Chandra was delighted to accept a term position with Greater Saskatoon Catholic Schools, teaching grade 2. Chandra's resiliency, dedication, and love for the profession has helped her continue despite incredible odds. She credits her healing journey in helping her connect with the students in her classrooms that may be facing their own variety of visible and invisible disabilities. In addition to receiving the Bates Award and the Professionalism Award for Excellence in Teaching, Chandra is on the Dean's Honor Roll and finished her Bachelor of Education degree as the student with the highest academic average, making her also the recipient of the Saskatchewan Teachers Federation Award. This award is presented annually at convocation to the most distinguished graduate from the College of Education. Congratulations, Chandra, on your many accomplishments and awards. We wish you all the best in your career as a teacher and have no doubt you will continue to lead throughout your time as an educator.
Today we celebrate that you have earned your degree from the University of Saskatchewan. Congratulations, you did it. With your degree, you join an ever-growing alumni family of more than 158,000 USask graduates around the world. We congratulate you on all your success and all your achievements that are sure to come. And now the following video from the University of Saskatchewan Alumni Association shows where a USask degree can take you.
Welcome to the USask alumni family.
You have persevered through some of the most challenging times that our world has ever faced.
And you have come out on top.
You have come out on top.
You have weathered the storm and won.
Your graduation today is but one of the milestones.
It's but one of the many milestones you will face in the coming years.
Remember your classmates.
Remember your professors.
Remember your professors.
Remember all the victories and challenges you faced.
Remember all this fondly.
Remember all this fondly.
When you enrolled at the University of Saskatchewan, it was a new beginning.
Your next steps beyond campus are a new beginning for you as well.
As you will continue to grow professionally and personally.
Make sure you take time to celebrate your victories with your family and friends.
And just know that the USask Alumni Association
is very happy to call you one of their own.
From all of the 162,000
people around the world who call themselves USask alumni.
Congratulations. Be what the world needs.
One, two, 1, 2.
Grab your coat and get your hat. Leave your worries on the doorstep. Just direct your feet to the sunny side of the street. Can't you hear the pitter-pat? And that happy tune is your step. Life can be so sweet on the sunny side of the street. I used to walk in the shade with those blues on parade. No longer afraid, because this rover on the sunny side.